Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more Hytale. In the last episode, we went and we delved beneath Zone 2 in search of thorium, and we collected quite a bit of it. Between recordings, I condensed some of that down into thorium ingots. At the very least, we'll be able to, use that right away as soon as we get back home. Now, I have made a bit of a small camp for myself in this prefab here. I very much like it indeed. And I fortified it with a couple little spikes. It's something of a survival base. And let me tell you, this zone it's rough. It's pretty rough with only iron, you know? I like those hoodoos out there. Those fuckers, they are constantly on us, and you can see that we are missing some of our health potions. This is because I've been using them actually trying to survive. Hold on, camp, thorium. There. Forgot to name the camp. But yeah, that's that. So what are we going to do now? Well, I figure we're going to just have a little wander around Zone 2 here and see if we can't find anything interesting before circling back to Zone 1, so we can properly put together a more suitable set of armaments to take on the rest of this zone with. Oh boy. Now, to what end are we going to do this? Well, whoosh. Those cliffs are... Oh, that's really nice. Well, now you can see firsthand exactly how rough this place can be. Well, that wasn't a very eager... it was eager, but it wasn't very descriptive, indicative of what we've been having to deal with. But that's because we had cover immediately available to us. When we don't have cover, we are out to dry. And it's not the most fun experience in the whole world. So we're just going to go forward and see where that gets us. How about it? Oof. Let's do it. Now I know that they Sorry. I know that they want to do a reset on the terrain generation, but I just want to say that I like Zone 2's terrain generation. These hills and these canyons, they're really appealing. I just wanted to say that before we went forward, though. So to what end are we going to be doing the wander? Is that a blood flower? I think I'm going to try to find a village. Find out Bloodleaf. Who is the NPC here? Well, we know who they are, but, some of you don't. And I will be looking for them to try and showcase that a little bit. Before we... I don't know what their view distance is. Well, that's apparently what it is. Oh. Well, it's much better when you're... It's much better when he's in my face. That much I can say. Cover really does help a whole lot. So let's get away from all these Scarix, because I don't really want to have to deal with that all too much. Yep, that's already happening. Ooh, I like this, this red kind of Utah kind of looking place. Did I see this on the map? Oh yeah, also there's more devastated lands down there. I have a feeling that whatever regions we have available to us, they're all going to be surrounded by devastated lands, which does kind of tell you exactly what's going on in the world. And shows that Zone 2 isn't exactly as huge as we make it out to be. We did also find these two, and I should probably go and explore those. Yeah, let's go explore them. I just wanted to avoid that Scarix. Sorry. What I like about Zone 2 is that it's very wide and open, so you really can feel as though you are in the middle of a desert. And that there's just sand in every direction. And we also found out that there's a lot of these, I guess they're kind of prefab-ish, but some of these caves, they form these rock structures outside of them. So we see those on the map, and they just indicate a cave on the map all their own. So that's a cave. It's more like a pit that just goes down, deep down into the depths. We also really got to learn to sleep before we set out. I just get very eager to start the episode and don't want to wait all that much. We will just jump inside here and avoid that. This seems to be a dungeon. Oh, this is a dungeon. Because that's a jumping puzzle, I bet. This is like some kind of a temple. Copper shortbow? Rusty iron shortbow. It's the same as the, they're the same each. Energy potion. I don't know what that does, or means. Generates 40% weapon signature energy over 30 seconds! That's really cool. I really don't want to get poisoned. There's a lot of poisonous stuff in this zone. Crude arrows. They're always good. We're going to leave the essence of life, because while it is currency, they do really hand it out like candy. We did say we were going to make some rope before we went back down underground as well. But I don't have that immediately available to me, so we'll have to make some rope and come back. But we know where everything is. Excuse me. And that's... I like this temple. But that's something we're going to use to our advantage as time goes by. I just want to sleep, man. That's probably why some of those other things got removed. Hey, that's alright. Let's just keep going then. We know what that is. We'll come back. But I'm going to make some rope before we do that, so that we have at least some kind of egress when we want to not be there anymore. For now, then, let's just keep wandering. Some Warcrafty music there. I think I know where they got their music inspiration from, because I've been hearing a lot of music that really reminds me of Warcraft. I used to play a lot of Warcraft back in my day. My day, meaning my teenhood. Another one of these. Arrows are good. Palm tree. We did get a couple more logs just around the area. Things like Palo. I don't know what that pronounces. What that spells. Palo? Something like that. And these are the palo logs, palo. Ow. And I don't know enough to say if that's a real wood type or not. There was that bottle wood. Was that what it was called? There's another one that I don't want to pronounce. It's not in this, but it's in Vintage Story. Kapok. I want to say kapok. But I don't want to, reveal my whiteness all that much. By mispronouncing something just so horribly. Show more than reveal. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Some of these pits, they just go down into the ground and connect with caves, and they're surrounded by these rocks. It's very interesting. Crepes. I really do like this terrain, though. I hope that some of that stays, and also some of this. Well, if you saw earlier, some of that ground was like kind of cracked going out into the extrusions out into the sea. Yeah, I think this is far enough. Let's just sleep among the cactuses. To replace. Oh, so you can only have 4 of these. That's fine. Oh, hey, you know what? That's a balancing factor. So we can't really use them for waypoints. But that's okay. We don't have to. They're not anything close to what we are looking for. Eventually, we will also intersect with where we were at the beginning of all this. Oh yeah, that is some pristine desert terrain. And I wonder if that's a structure up there. Probably not, you know, that's a tree. You little shit. That's a cactus up there. There's a lot of really tall saguaro cactuses up here as well. Saguaros. Feel my whiteness. Which I can personally appreciate because I used to live in Nevada. And that's kind of why I like some of this terrain. It does remind, not the sand, it's not sandy out in Nevada, but there's lots of these sheer rocky hills. It's a very hilly state. Like, people are all very, oh, that's just a pit with grass in it. It's a grass pit. Let's go down there. People really, they remember Nevada for, and yes, we call it Nevada out there, not Nevada. I'm not mispronouncing it on purpose. We who live in Nevada, we really do call it Nevada. Which is probably not even correct all. It is not correct all its own. I get that. It's based on a, well, it's either Spanish or First Nations. But it's one of the two, and it's definitely pronounced Nevada, but we live there. Oftentimes pronounced as Nevada. So you will hear me say that. And I'm not going to apologize for that much. Though, I suppose I should call it what it's supposed to be called. There's nothing all that much. Well, it is kind of like an oasis down here. There's pink flax. I like that. I just want to make that clear. That's not one of those words that I'm mispronouncing based on stupidity. It's... I do know how that is pronounced. And I've never heard a single person who lives out there say Nevada. It just might be more, correct to say Nevada. I can try to say Nevada. Hey, look, a structure! I'm just going to lay it out flat, like this terrain here, that I'll say Nevada, and it'll sound weird. And I won't always catch myself on that. But what can you really do about that? Except try. And try is about what I'll do. Oh! Sand-swept skeleton soldier, sand-swept skeleton mage. Ooh. Well, that's one way to get rope. What is that? A warthog? I like it. So we've definitely stumbled into something. It appears to be another mine. Appears more, it is a mine. Is there something alive up there? No, I doubt that. This seems to be some kind of a thorium mine, though. That's what I can say, and it's got 2 shafts, again. Like the other one. Ow. Oh, he drops arrows. That's cool. He seems to be... I was gonna say he seems to be up. Oof, that was tough. It's probably karma for mispronouncing all those words. Ow. And crystal. That's blue crystal. Well, it's not the time for delving right now. Anyway, out in Nevada, we have rocky hills like that. Oops. What is this? Oh, it's something. A gecko. Hi there. Hi there, boy. I can only see it when it lags and stops moving, but it's absolutely precious. The gecko. My day 9 death is out there. Antelope. Ow. Ow. We're gonna need to invest in some alchemy when we get back home. We're having a few memory issues as well. Probably because of all that I've been recording and not doing anything further with that. We gotta go either around this or... I love the canyon though. Yeah, I will be swimming across here. Hopefully not to be, the light wind weird. Killed by that mana war. I think that's a pufferfish over there. What's this? An urchin. Hmm. Yeah, coral seashell. Then what's this? Anything at all? Hmm. We're not here for the ocean. This is just a wayward diversion. It's Zone 2. Otherwise known as Act 2, the way that I keep calling it. We're going to ignore the thorium. We have full inventory. What is that? Well, you know how it is. Ah, desert chicken. And they are just getting themselves... Ouch. Killed on... We don't need salt. Killed on the, spines there. We don't need the chicken. Well, we'll replace the bone stuff with that. Desert chicken, though. That's interesting. And there's more of them. They just... Well, you know how it is. But yeah, we're not gonna really... We're not gonna get much more thorough... No. I suppose it doesn't hurt. But we don't have a whole lot of inventory space left. Now, where are we going to go? Well, there's a structure over here. Maybe we should go try to check that out. They have absolutely nailed the terrain generation here, though. I can start eating something else to save inventory space. What's this shade being caused by? I guess nothing, really. Ah, yes. Yeah, I believe I've already been to that, well, let's just double check it. At the very least, Zone 1 is back up there. What is that? What is any of this? Dry... What is this? Was there supposed to be a structure here? Prefab spawner settings. I'm going to print this. Can I spawn? Default weight, prefab path? That's interesting. Yeah, there was supposed to be a prefab here. I wonder if the same goes for that up there. Yeah, this seems to just be another one of those, trial dungeons. Yeah, the Seguro. Look how tall it is. Dang. Whatever. Let's start making our way back home. Although there are some more structures out here. What is that? Let's go check that out and then we'll cycle back home. something over there. And more dead trees. Which does bemuse me how close this is all to Zone 1. Do they know? Oh, this is just a house. Was a house. With a well. Copper gauntlets? Don't need it. And there's that gum boab. Are you hiding in your shell? That's silly. I like the camels in this game. Although they're really silly when they run, when they're desynced. We did find more gum boab, though. That's also something. And I, again, don't know for sure if that's real or not. There's just a skeleton kind of hanging out over there. Oh, this is one of those, Ugh. Work in progress dungeons. Well, I'm glad it's here. It's just a bit weird for it to be generating out here in the desert, but hey, I'm not one to complain. Well, we've had our fun. Let's head on back home. And all the while, I'm personally going to be keeping my eye out for more structures. Because I'm certain that we're missing some. I will pause the video and get back to you all when we find one. If we find one. Or we'll just get home. And I'll end the video there. And there we are. Alright, everybody. That's going to do it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed as much as we did. Or I did. Sorry, we. It's more than one of us up here. He's the one that keeps mispronouncing words, not me. But that'll do it. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Good night.